Hey, Abigail, how are you?
Hi, John.
How are you? Good to see you. And thank you for agreeing to join us. And I'm sure you are aware the essence of this call is to just get some sort of feedback or review on the coaching journey that you've been on with Workplace with Jam. So as we commence, please tell us your name and your role. If you don't want to disclose your organization, that's fine. But your name and your role.
Hi. I believe a lot of people are watching me right now. My name is Abigeal Edogbo. I'm currently the HR and admin executive for... I think I wouldn't like to mention the name of my organization.
No issues at all. No pressure. That's fine. That's fine. So you're a HR person. You're a HR practitioner.
Yes.
Okay. So at what point did you decide you wanted to get a coach and why?
Okay, so basically, right, at every point in our lives, like, you get these very low vibes and, you just need someone to just talk to you in terms of career, in terms of how else to position yourself out there. So I got to this stage of my life whereby things were not working for me. I was stuck in my career and, I didn't literally know what to do, what my next moves were going to be. Like, I was just so disgruntled at work. I literally didn't know what I wanted at some point. Some point I wanted this, another point I wanted another thing. But I felt that, okay, I needed a coach actually, who was going to help me, streamline whatever I wanted. All I needed to do was just to explain to the coach about the things I enjoy doing and everything. So I feel that was the point in time whereby I felt that, okay, I feel I need someone to help me with my career.
Okay. So, why did you decide that you wanted to work with Jam? So there was a point you decided you wanted to get a coach. How did you decide that coach had to be Jam?
That's a very, very, very brilliant question. Thank you, Jam. So in this life here, there are people you come across and you be like, okay, like these friends are destiny friends, and you literally need to hold them to wherever they are going to. So I met one lady. Her name is Kami. We've been friends for a couple of months, and I literally see what she does. And most times, like almost every time, she's always on a call with Jam, and I'm like, who is this Jam? And she's like, Abigail, you don't know anything. So she in fact, there was a particular time she sat me down, was telling me, okay, we need to do this in our career, we need to move forward. And I'm like, okay, yes, that this is exactly what I want to hear. And the next thing, she invited me for
Vision board.
I think the vision board in January 2022. And in fact, it was more like an eye opener for me, because I was so shocked, because what Jam was saying, it was actually spitting out facts, and that was everything for me. And at that point in time, I knew that, I need to join this boss. Like, I must not be left out. And I'm so happy right now that I joined, because literally I can say that it's a lot for me, and I can see a very huge difference between where I was before I joined and who I'm becoming right now, because I'm so happy right now. I'm so elated, because this boss I'm talking about, this JAM boss, BUS, is a boss. It's moving. We are moving. I can say that there are lots of vibes. There are lots of things to learn. There are lots of... it just brings you to the reality of who you are. And I feel that is what I am getting. And I'm really grateful for that.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for sharing. And many of you, as if you guys planned it, I have tissue nearby, because the way you guys have been going, I've been, getting very mushy. But because I know big girls don't cry, I cannot cry.
Big girls don't cry.
So my next question is, so since you started this career development coaching program with me, what 3 key things have you learned so far that have really stood out for you? 3 major things that you have learned and that have stood out for you.
Okay, so the first one, right? I'll talk about having a personal goal, because I've really not it has really not occurred to me that, oh, you have to have a personal goal, blah 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 blah. Like, okay, I have a goal for the year. Let me just try to walk through these goals. But I would say that this year, since I joined the boss with JAM, I would say that I've been literally ticking out the boxes one by one. So for me, I think it's all about owning your goals and working towards them, like working towards them back to back. And most importantly, Jam has Jam usually puts God first in everything she does. In as much as there is a professionality which is there, but having to crown it off, like, God has been blessing each and every one of us. So that one is a very, very important factor to me. Because it's not, in as much as you are professional in what you are doing, but I mean, who still crowns up your success?
It is Baba God, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy. You're very correct. We can never underestimate the factor. You are very correct.
Yes, so I think those two things are very, very important to me. And the third one I would say is my personal values. Like, I've really not sat down, like, for once in my life to say, okay, Abigail, what are your personal values? Fine, I read about values. Like, okay, values are this, organizational values. Every organization has their values. But what are you bringing to the table? What personal values are you bringing? So I literally have to sit down to pick out all these things. And I would say that I live in my values. Like, I'm living in it, and it's something that is very, very practical. I literally don't have to tell people that, okay, these are my personal values before they start picking them out for me. So I think personal values, so like me being able to identify my personal values, has really, really affected my life in a very, very amazing way.
I love to hear this. So the final question really is, so for someone who is maybe struggling in their career, maybe they are stuck in a career rut and they're wondering how to move forward, but they have their reservations about getting a coach, what do you have to say to that kind of person?
I would say that at some point in your life, like, I know it's more like you have to be you are in the middle. Okay, you don't want to spend money, you don't have money, but I mean, when you don't have to get to that point in your life whereby you see all of your friends moving forward and you are still far back. Like, your friends are actually pushing themselves above the line, like across the line. So how much more you? Like, how much is it going to take you to take out this money and, invest in yourself? Because you are literally investing in yourself. So for me to advise people like that, like, I was having a conversation with a colleague of mine last night, because she was telling me, oh, Abigail, I'm tired. I'm like, do you have a coach? She said no, that she just reads about them, that she doesn't really know the usefulness of having a coach. And I started telling her that babe, I mean, I've gone far, I've left you. I have a coach.
Because having a coach, that boss you said, the boss has gone.
It has left you. It has left you. Because see, Jam, let me tell you something, right? Having a coach is just like you being a tailor. Okay, you have a material and you have a pattern. How do you tailor your dress?
Oh, pattern that I have never thought of this before. Wow, I like this angle. Wow.
Yes. Wow. Because you have an idea. We all have ideas. But how do you put your ideas to practice? Like, how literally do you tailor your ideas to what you want to become? Because these coaches and the mentors you think you don't want to have now, or you're still contemplating of not having or having, I'm telling you, you're wasting your time. So please join our boss. It's not too late. It's not too late to, spread your flag of success.
I like that angle. And to your point, it is to say that the way I like to see coaching is that there are many things, because of my experience as a recruiter for many years, my experience in the HR space, dealing with people in the workplace, there are some things that come readily to me. And I always tell people that if I want to make financial decisions, I don't trust my judgment. I talk to my friends who are in financial sector. So I am deferring to them because it's their call. If I get a contract today, I have a lawyer that I have a retainer with. if I have a contract today and it needs to be read and I need to understand, the dotted lines, somebody reads it on my behalf and says, oh, this one, tell them to change this clause. Why? Because the person is versed when it comes to law. So to your point, I can have a style that I, maybe I have a wedding coming, I have one mother's list and I have one style. I don't have the skill to cut the fabric and sew it together. So I meet a tailor or a designer or a seamstress, and then I tell them, this is my fabric. This is the style that I've seen on Ashwebi Bella or Bella Ninja. And then I tell them, this is what I want you to sew for me. So the reason I'm going to that tailor is because me, if I have to cut that wrap, I will cut rubbish. It's not my core.
Exactly.
So I really like the analogy that you give. And honestly, for anybody watching, listening to us, you need clarity in your career. You want to move your career from good to great. Don't put yourself under too much pressure to solve the answers because they may not come readily to you. So defer to someone that can help you on that journey. A coach or a mentor. One of my coaching clients that we had this session with earlier, we're talking about a mentor, and she said she has mentors, but she knows that they can't devote as much time. That's the truth. Because mentoring is usually... So the mentor, call your mentor and they say they're not available. You can't be upset.
You can't.
I have mentors I've not spoken to in months. I don't want to say years because I'm sure you'll be like, then they're not your mentor now. But do you understand? They mentor me from afar. They are rooting from afar. Proud of me. From time to time we can chat. But unlike how I am invested in my coaching clients, and I know it. How we will have calls, how we will book.
We know it. We know it.
I have to say it for people that are watching us so that it's not honestly. And I like the analogy that you gave. But I think before we round up, because that was my last question.
Okay.
Before we round up, I would just like to hear from you, your journey, how you've gone from where you were before the coaching and where you are now. Do you want to share with us, or do you want to keep it a secret?
I think I'll keep it for another time because there's still a lot of things that are still going to come up. Okay. So we need to revise this thing again.
Absolutely. We would do an update, but thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. So and like I said, the idea is for me, with all the conversations I've had with you guys, for the people I've spoken to, I am the more humbled because maybe I underestimated the impact of the coaching. Honestly. Maybe I thought it's just normal, just chatting now, no big deal. But now I see that it's actually big deal. The transformation has been humbling. And I was looking at the list of all 5 of you that I've had this session with, and all of you have changed jobs this year.
For the better.
Somebody else I will talk to right after you, she's in a new role as well. So for me too, it's like, wow. So when I tell people that I'm the coach of superstars, I'm not bragging. Well, I have bragging rights because my coaching clients are actually superstars.
One more thing, right?
Yeah, please.
One more thing. The thing is, once you decide to have a coach, you understand that you're in the midst of people, and you won't want to let yourself down because A is winning. B is winning. Oh, you are C. Are you just going to remain where you are?
We gotta win.
When everybody in the train is winning. All we do is win now. You have to.
No matter.
Yes, no matter what.
I love this, honestly. And the conversations have been giving me goosebumps. I've had my tissue close to me so that when I'm teary-eyed, I can, I would try not to cry. But like I said, it's been humbling hearing about this feedback, what the coaching has done for many people. And like I always say, for me, it is that for all the type of successes I'm recording in my career, I'm trying to replicate in the life of all my coaching clients so that we are moving from good to great. We're changing jobs. We're doing the jobs of our dreams. We are living our best lives. That's what it is. Making greatness common. Saying that the amazing opportunities I'm enjoying, many more people can enjoy them. And all of us, like you rightly said, we all can win together. And that's the essence of coaching. Is becoming even beyond career. It's about what are the things
beyond career
outside of career. All the conversations that we have. for me, it is that we do a great job while we're at work. We balance with enough fun as well, and we are mindful to live our best lives. That for me is everything. And I must say, you guys humble me. You guys make
we'll
me
continue to make you proud. We have to continue to make you proud.
And I know, I'm sure more. It also validates for me that what I do in my coaching actually works. And I thank God because, of course, like you rightly said, it is God that crowns, all of this with success. And I remain forever grateful for this. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your time. I don't take it for granted. And yes, please continue to flag the flag. Continue to fly the flag.
We have no choice.
And I'm looking forward to the next update, the next review session we're going to have. So that those testimonies you don't have to give us all the full gist yet. You will give us them.
Not yet.
No,
we are going to do that.
So you will give us them. Thank you so much, Abigail. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jam.
Thank you to everyone who is watching. I hope that these conversations are really helping us see that there's a lot of ground we can cover when we have somebody in our corner who has all the clarity that we're seeking. Like I said, I've said it before, in the course of these sessions. My name is Jumoke Alioki Malakai. I'm the brain behind Workplace with Jam. I am the coach of superstars. So yes, in these sessions, I'm bringing superstars on board, and we're talking about their career growth, how we're moving their careers from good. They had good careers. We're moving it to great. And, watching them do amazing things. And the essence of these conversations and this review session is to just share with many people. So if they're still contemplating, should I get a coach? Should I not?
Join our boss.
Like, you can hear Abigail. The boss, we're moving fast. Zoom. The boss be full and the boss leaves you behind. That you also can come and share your testimony about how your career has gone from good to great. Thank you very much, and see you around.
Thank you, John.